Hello everybody and people of YouTube. Oh god, I don't know how to hold this right. Second time trying this because first time I went on way too long, and yeah, I have to upload videos directly to YouTube via my phone, and the way it records videos is the actual videos I record are a lot bigger in size than if you download them off of YouTube. For emphasis, I upload a video that costs me around 500 megabytes to put up, like maybe 100 or something megabytes to upload, and when I downloaded it, it was maybe 10 megabytes tops. So not even a 10% thing, it was just ridiculous. So I'm doing this again, and I've already wasted a minute. Anyway, Q&A. I'll be doing this a lot shorter. I'm going to cut off around 15 minutes because I don't want too big a video. Because, yeah, last time I did this, I did the entire Q&A in one shot, and the video 3.42 gigabytes. Eesh. Okay, anyway, and I'll be talking kind of quietly because it's around 10, quarter past 10 at night where I am right now, on Saturday, before I actually watch the finale, which I'll be doing tomorrow. And almost 2 minutes. Right, okay, questions. Kingsman asks, what is or was your inspiration to write, and what keeps you going? Pretty much anything can inspire me, to be honest. It can be an image, bit of dialogue. Yeah, and they just go. And what keeps me going? People will have noticed there was a point not long ago where I was just churning out chapters for It's a Screwed Up Life. And that's because at the time I was feeling dry, like I could just really imagine it. It was fun. I could do it. So, yeah, it just depends on how much fun you're having. Okay. Anin, I do not know how to pronounce that. I am sorry. And oh yeah, I'm reading these via the ebook reader for a text file on my USB. It's the only way I can access do this right now. Anyway, your question was, have you been to different countries? If so, which ones? I've been to 3. But the first one I don't count because I was like only 2 at the time. So I don't remember a thing about it. My parents do, and they've told me, but it's not the same. And the other 2 were Hong Kong, so China, and Japan. Both of which I visited at the same time, 2012, which was a graduation gift for my dad. Year late, but that was okay. No, wait, not a year late. 2 years late. Whatever. I don't hold that against him. It was circumstances. And yeah, the first day we went to Hong Kong, and oh god, the humidity there was ridiculous. Like, we have hot days here in Australia. I have never felt a hot day in Australia like what I felt in Hong Kong was the humidity. Emphasis, when we left the hotel the next morning to go to Hong Kong Disney for the day, as soon as I stepped outside, I recoiled. It was as if someone had literally just come up and punched me in the face with the heat. And as we were waiting to get into the park, we got there at 8, put on sunscreen. By 9 o'clock, we had sweated it off. Literally sweated it off. It hadn't worn off, unless that's the way it works. I don't think so. But yeah, and I was knackered by the time the day was over. Because, yeah, that was a long day. We were trying to do as much as we could. Horrible humidity. At one point, we even had to stop because I almost collapsed of exhaustion, like heat exhaustion. Ugh. And our flight to Japan left at 2 a.m. So even after everything we did at Hong Kong Disney, I didn't get to rest until we were on the flight. And as soon as we got on the flight and I'd sat down, I was gone. I didn't wake up until the flight was descending into Japan. And Japan, brilliant place. I love it. I love Japan. That's why we went, and it was so much fun. We're going again in about 5 years, and I am looking forward to it. And I'll be more prepared this time. Because you think you're ready for all of that crazy shit that's in Japan. I was not prepared for one thing. They are ridiculously open when it comes to sexuality there. And I'm ridiculously open about it. I will explain that a lot better in a vlog I am going to do a bit later, maybe sometime next year, March maybe, I'm not sure when, where I'll give a talk of my favorite times in Japan, as well as showing a few of my souvenirs. But the thing I was not prepared for was their openness to sexuality. And one of the best things I can give to explain how open and ridiculously shocking it will be to your system if you're not prepared for it. At one point we were at a theme park called Mount Fuji-Q. And my dad went on a particular ride because I was feeling a little queasy and had the best previous day, so wasn't really looking forward to getting on roller coasters that day, so I avoided them. Dad, of course, didn't. And while he was on there, I went to a gift shop connected to the exit to this particular roller coaster he was on, and it was a lolly store, and one of the candies on offer were breast cakes, by which I mean boob cakes. And that is not a joke. They were pink cakes with a little circle of pink on the very top in the center. And if that's not enough of a thing to convince you they look like breasts, and that they're meant to be breasts, the packaging they were in was shaped like the upper torso of a woman. A cartoon woman, but a woman nonetheless. With the cakes centered on her chest where her boobs would be. Yeah. Gonna be more prepared this next time. Anyway, moving on. Old School Catholic asks, 1. You got a YouTube, eh? 2. You got a GF Holmes? By DF, I assume you mean girlfriend? No, I do not. I've never really been looking for that kind of thing. Although, in retrospect, a lot of the girls in my school years did want me to be their boyfriend. Yeah. I was oblivious at the time. Looking back on it, in my late years of primary and all my years of high school, aside from my first year of high school, because that was an all boys school. Had to leave that school because it was just horrible. Yeah, high school though. Ooh, yeah, a lot of girls were hinting at me, will you be my boyfriend, without actually saying it. And I was completely oblivious. Okay, Brony250 asks, do you consider using OCs for your fanfics? Questioning if that means you're asking if I'll use your OCs. I will. I've ironically added 2 OCs to my It's a Screwed Up Life fic, actually. Both of them were for a contest I held on Skype that 2 people won. It was in relation to being able to say one of the chapters' names really fast and seeing how fast they could do it. The chapter being Pretty Pink Ponies Pranking Ponyville. Yeah, I honestly wonder if any of you are going to upload videos if you try and say that fast. And depending on how many times they said it as well. So I'm betting some of you are going to do that now. I am betting some of you are going to do that just to show me and make me feel stupid for how I can't. As for my own OCs, I've used technically two of them. It's my original OC, Autumn Breeze. Why did I just say original OC? That makes it original character. What the hell? What is up with me? You're tired, that's what. Okay, I've used her in two fics, one of which I'm not really proud of because I wrote that for a specific reason, and I'd rather avoid that fic altogether for the rest of my life if I can. The other one, Living Lies. And that one's going to be going through a little bit of a rewrite at one point because I need to change it up, otherwise I'm not going to feel comfortable continuing it, to be honest. Nor have any idea where I'm going with it, to be honest. Okay, moving on. A follower asks, who's your least favourite pony? If you mean my least favourite of my favourite characters, or as in characters I do like, well, that would go to the Flim Flam brothers. Because they are dicks, but at the end of that last episode they were in, you can't really hold it against them what they did, because they made it quite clear, we have no attractions. You will have to use your own imaginations to entertain yourselves in this area. And the people were like, sure, we'll pay for it. You can't really blame them for that. Sure, they were taking advantage of stupid ponies, but they were still doing it. And it was a choice. They didn't swindle it in any way there, really. They didn't sugarcoat it at all. I almost put Starswell the Bearded at least favorite, though. Because of the few things I've seen of him, yeah, he's being a bit of a dick. I haven't seen the actual finale, and I won't see that until tomorrow, when I will be uploading this. But, yeah, what I've seen of him, he's being kind of a dick. As for characters I like the least, as in characters I despise, you'd think it would be villains. But that all goes to Spoiled Rich. Flim Flam were originally going to be there. Until, in the list of pony I absolutely hate the most, or character I hate the most, but then Spoiled Rich came along, and good God, thank God we had a reason to redeem Tiara. But by God do I hate Spoiled. As you can probably tell by reading some of my fics. I don't know which of them is worse, though. Her or Sven Gauk, because they pretty much were the same. They did the same thing. Not sure which one I hate the most out of the two of them, though. Okay, next. Ooh, crap. This is a long one. Yeah, I might actually... Oh, man, this is bad. I've only answered, what? A couple questions? Let's see. Yeah, shit, I've answered, like, only a handful of questions. Not even a handful. Oh, boy. But I'm going to stop it here because the video is almost at 15 minutes, and yeah, it's going to cost me a lot of megabytes to upload it by my phone because of how big the video is going to be on my phone. Despite the fact that it'll be a lot smaller when I download it off of YouTube. So, yeah, that's all for now. That's part 1. I will do part 2 when I can get around to it, preferably before the end of November. Yeah. So then, yeah, 15-minute mark. Yeah, I'll be uploading this tomorrow, and I'll have watched the finale by the time I get around to the comments, if anyone's left any comments. So you can post whatever spoilers you want. And by spoiler, I mean just talk about the episode in general. Finale in general, because, yeah, I've already seen it. Anyway, yeah. Ending it here. If you have any other questions that you want me to answer, put them in the comments below, and I'll see if I can put them in part 2 or possibly a part 3. Till then, that's it. Oh crap, almost hitting the 16-minute mark. And I will before I'm done talking. So yeah, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Oh god, I just ripped up Jesse Rama. I apologize, Jess, I did not mean to do that. That just slipped out. But yeah, have a good day, night, afternoon, whatever it is, where you are. I will be uploading this tomorrow. And I am currently gonna charge my phone and watch something and go to bed. Then go to bed. So yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling now. Almost at 16 and a half minutes. Over it now. Well, now I'm over it. Okay, so, yeah. Later, everybody.